Russia. Get the new white panna with the brand new flavor. It's daddy for your tea. Russia, Russia, Russia.
Of the United States of
I
America.
did not
And
have
to the
sexual
republic.
relations with that woman.
In 1787, a small group of Revolutionary War veterans came to the Mohawk River Valley, which was then the edge of the western frontier. They were led by Moses Foote, who arrived with 7 other families to settle the village. Here they found rich river valley soil, plentiful forests, and peaceful Native Americans. The land was granted by George Washington and was named after George Clinton, the first governor of New York and then the 4th Vice President of the United States. He is considered one of our founding fathers, even though he opposed the U.S. Constitution. George Clinton is also fondly remembered as the first Vice President to die while in office. Another of the first settlers was Samuel Kirkland, a missionary to the United Indians who eventually adopted much of their lifestyle and customs. He befriended the powerful local Indian Chief Shenandoah, and the two enjoyed a lifelong partnership of serving both communities in the valley. Though Shenandoah is rarely credited for such, he and Kirkland co-founded the Hamilton Oneida Academy in 1793, high atop the hill overlooking the valley. This school taught both the settlers and Indian youth before it was officially chartered as Hamilton College in 1812, no longer welcoming either women or Native Americans. The college's namesake, Alexander Hamilton, never set foot on the campus, and only served briefly as a trustee of the school before being fatally shot in a duel by the U.S. Vice President Aaron Burr. With counsel from Shenandoah, Kirkland began building his large home on the western banks of the Oriskany Creek, where the grass is first green in spring and the leaves stay on the trees longest in fall. Kirkland's mansion is now the main house of Harding Farm. During construction of the house, Kirkland lived in this small cottage at the foot of the hill. The Oneida Indians were frequent guests at Kirkland's new mansion, and they camped in the fields and orchards, or slept on the floor before the central fireplaces. Shenandoah became a champion of the Revolutionary War by sending much-needed provisions to the starving and diseased troops at Valley Forge under his personal friend, George Washington. President Washington would later name the Virginian region of Shenandoah Valley in his honor. Living to a reported age of 104, Chief Shenandoah passed away in 1816. His dying request was to be buried next to his old friend Samuel Kirkland, who had been laid to rest in the orchard on his estate. However, in 1851, both bodies were exhumed and moved to the college cemetery, where they remain today. Yep, we're getting married on a violated Native American burial ground. That's never been a problem, right?
Here's Johnny!
The Kirkland farm changed hands a few times before the Harding family purchased it in 1851. They expanded it into the dairy farm and country estate we see today. Now inactive as a farm, the estate serves as a unique lodging and event venue. In 1797, hematite iron ore was discovered by a farmer just off of what is now Norton Avenue. Mining prospered in the valley through the 19th century as the area's primary industry. Among other uses, Clinton hematite, as it was known around the world, was used for pigmentation in paints. The last mine closed in 1963.